Well, the Qataris attempt to really deliver Kylian Mbappe to Manchester United if at all they happen to find themselves into good books of history of becoming the next owners of Manchester United if the Glazers give them the green light. Welcome to United Matters channel. Erik ten Hag is so much vocal about United qualifying for the Champions League, and he is not moved by any of the games that we are going to play later before the game we play against Bournemouth tomorrow at the Vitality Stadium. Rokan David is my name, and how is your Friday? We are heading into the weekend, and I hope most of you are into the mood and you're ready to go on and really let us know of what you think this world is all about. Now, Antony is one of those that Robbie Savage is gonna hate really hail, and he is gonna hate really let us know about how good he is performing for the club of Manchester United. So let's get into this Kylian Mbappe story and really get it out of the way. Daily Express is the tabloid that is gonna head to really give us the story that Man United will make an attempt to sign Kylian Mbappe if the Qataris are successful with the takeover bid. Now, when you look at Kylian Mbappe to Manchester United, it's one of those hypotheticals that you really think of and it really brings in divided opinion. I understand people have gone ahead to not give Mbappe the respect he deserves because he plays in the Farmers League, but however much he plays in the Farmers League, when it matters most, especially when he's playing for the national team, Mbappe has gone ahead to really look a very different kind of player altogether. To me, he is the best player in the world right now. That's it. And I think if at all he moves to a team like Manchester United or Real Madrid or Barcelona, he will be able to really convince the hearts of many, because him in PSG, he doesn't really get enough push, you know, and in the league he is the only shining armor that we are really seeing there. And I think that he will 100% welcome a move of United bringing him to he welcome over the Qataris, bringing him to Manchester United. And you understand that Sheikh Jassim Al Thani is part of the Qataris, and being part of the Qataris, he has found himself in a position of really getting United to where it wants to be, and he knows that signings like Kylian Mbappe will be welcomed by Erik ten Hag. I've seen people saying that Mbappe has an ego. I understand, but Erik ten Hag tames that ego. You know, very many players had egos at Manchester United before Erik ten Hag arrived, but he went ahead to really tame it. I tell you here that on any day, there is no way Erik ten Hag will say no to Sheikh Jassim Al Thani if at all he becomes the new owner of Manchester United on the proposal of bringing Kylian Mbappe to Manchester United. And I think it's really possible, because we can find Mbappe at Manchester United on a loan, because the Qataris and the Qatar Investment Authority can come into a common understanding and ask themselves that, where do we benefit more, when Mbappe is at PSG or when Mbappe is playing for Manchester United? Obviously, we'll always benefit more when Kylian Mbappe is playing for Manchester United, so they'll obviously send him to Old Trafford. But the financial situation of Manchester United, will it really enable Mbappe to be here and to be earning £1 million that he earns at PSG? That is the huge question, because United is really fighting hard to really frame its wage structure, you know, with the likes of David De Gea being knocked off from £375,000 to £250,000 a week. So that might be the huge interest that I'm really seeing for Kylian Mbappe. But I would love on any day to have Kylian Mbappe at Manchester United, because look at City, they are having Haaland, you know. And if at all you're bringing Kylian Mbappe to lead the line, Rashford plays wide left, and maybe Martial, and sometimes you can see Mbappe being played as a right forward, Rashford as a left forward, Martial through the center. I think that will be good business. So I think this is an anticipation that the Qataris will attempt to convince Kylian Mbappe to come to Manchester United. As I've already told you, Mbappe will 100% want to come and play for the club of Manchester United. Why? The more he keeps at PSG, and Haaland continues to perform at Man City like that and scoring those goals and really taking them to the victories they might really achieve this season of like a treble, winning a Premier League, FA Cup and a Champions League, I think he will be so much into the galaxy of winning the Ballon d'Or than Kylian Mbappe. That's it. If at all Kylian Mbappe won the World Cup, all France won the World Cup, would have been into that domain of really competing for the Ballon d'Or. But when you look at Erling Haaland, if he happens to really win the Champions League with Man City, that will put him into the huge category of really winning the Ballon d'Or. And if at all you are Kylian Mbappe, how do you level terms with Haaland? You come to Manchester United, he's playing for Manchester City, you play for Manchester United, you score those goals, take United the victory that they deserve, and obviously you'll win the Ballon d'Or easily at the club of Manchester United. And edge is still on his edge is still onto his side, and coming to Manchester United will be one of those deals that I think we should all embrace, because ego is something that is being managed by the managers. I've seen managers tame egos. You know, Erik ten Hag tamed Ronaldo and then sold him. Kylian Mbappe, at the age of 24, he'll know that he's going to come in through, be the star or the poster boy of Manchester United, and obviously take us to the levels where we deserve to be at the club of Manchester United. So I think this deal of Kylian Mbappe to Manchester United is only possible if at all the Qataris come in. But let's wait and see when the Glazers are going to come out and really give us green light on who they've gonna hate to choose as the new owner of Manchester United. And you never know, the Qataris are really having the money that can really deliver Kylian Mbappe to Manchester United and very many other players. But one thing I want is, I don't want the Qataris to deliver Kylian Mbappe when Ten Hag has not given the deal green light. I want him to come to Manchester United. If at all, Erik ten Hag is going to hate to give Kylian Mbappe green light to come in and play for Manchester United. But on any day, I believe Ten Hag will really sanction the purchase of Kylian Mbappe to Manchester United. Talking about Erik ten Hag, today has gone ahead to hold a press conference of Manchester United versus Bournemouth, and he has said the following: when I see this project, first of all, it's important to get into the UEFA Champions League. I don't think today at that standard. I look to the next game, Bournemouth. We have to win that game to get in the Champions League. Focus on the games coming up. Now, when you look at Erik ten Hag, he's really on point and he knows exactly what he wants right now. He knows that if we don't win against Bournemouth, you are going to go into the remaining 2 games of the season. That is against Chelsea and Fulham, with a lot of pressure, and that pressure would really lead to us to find ourselves in a position of really losing maybe or dropping 2 points at Old Trafford. So what he wants is simple. Let's go to Bournemouth, beat Bournemouth, get 3 points, come to Old Trafford with the remaining 2 games. We only need to win 1, and Chelsea is the one that is the easiest to beat, because Fulham might come in through and really put up a show at the club of Manchester United. So I think his focus is really right, and he's into the right mind, and so much focus on Champions League football, because he knows what Champions League football means, especially in the transfer window where we are going. If you're not in the Champions League, it's really going to be very, very hard for a team like Manchester United to really attract players that would have gone ahead to attract, because we lose most of the players to teams that are playing in the Champions League. Look at even Liverpool. They have gone ahead to really present a financial plan to McAllister. McAllister is sold on to move to Liverpool, but he believes he'll be playing in Champions League, and he's telling Liverpool that Brighton is going to play in the UEFA Europa League and you're also going to be playing there. So what's the difference? So he needs to find himself in a position of a team that plays the Champions League. So it shows you the power of Champions League football, and that's why Erik ten Hag really wants us to go ahead and really win against Bournemouth tomorrow. And it's going to be a very huge game, and another one that we need to go on and really win very many times. So let's wait and see how tomorrow is going to go on. But Ten Hag has gone ahead to put his focus onto that game. He wants to win it. And obviously, I've seen Scott McTominay making it to the players traveling to that side of England. And we are here to see how Ten Hag is going to go ahead and really win that game. It's really going to start in the evening. And we'll be here tomorrow bringing you the match live, then the match reaction of Bournemouth versus Manchester United, a game that Ten Hag has gone ahead to declare as a must-win for the club of Manchester United. If at all you want to really increase our chances of playing into the Champions League. Remember, Liverpool is behind us by, I think, is it 1 or 2 points? But the more we win our games, the more Liverpool won't come close. Now, let's do some bit of Antony. Robbie Savage has gone ahead and retold us that Antony in recent weeks has come good. He's adapted now to the Premier League and looks good. Obviously, I don't really disagree with Robbie Savage about Antony. Antony has gone ahead to put in shifts that have gone ahead to really attract many of us and put us in a situation of really hailing him left, right, and center of the good job has gone ahead to do as the player of a team known as Manchester United. If you are a Manchester United fan, I think you are now anticipative of what a season Antony is going to be having next season of 2023-2024, as we really welcome back the likes of Amadi Diallo to really offer more pressure onto the Brazilian. But the Brazilian has gone ahead to score 8 goals, and I think he put up his 4th assist in the game he played against Wolverhampton Wanderers on Saturday, and I would love to see him do such stuff more and more and more and more again. Now, thank you guys for watching it through. Tell me your thoughts about Qataris' attempt to deliver Mbappe to Manchester United and Ten Hag going in for a win against Bournemouth as he's targeting Champions League football. What are your thoughts about Robbie Savage on Antony coming good as he has gone ahead to really let us know? I sign out for now. See you later. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living true God go ahead and obviously take us to where we want to be with you inclusive. Rokan David is my name. I'm out.